Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Transformation Thursday. So today, I think we're going to try something a little bit new. Okay, so I always just use my own interpretation of this fantastic Earth Magic Oracle deck. But I think at the end of the reading, I'm actually going to read the book definition of the card. So that's going to be our ultimate ending of this reading. Okay, so this is going to be about our spirituality and how we are embodying more of the light in our life. Okay, so I'm going to use the Sacred Path Oracle deck for our Divine Masculine aspect, and then I'm going to use the Woman Runes deck for our Divine Feminine aspect. Now, there's a common misconception in all circles, I think, really, that when we as readers refer to the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine, that we're referring to either of the sexes, and that's not really the case, because we as humans embody both aspects, and part of our journey here is to balance those out so that we're not seeking that energy from other people. Okay, so this reading is going to be a weekly reading, and we're going to be addressing that particular issue. Okay, so we'll start out with the Divine Feminine, since those are the cards that are in my hand right now. And we're going to pull a few cards just to get a general idea on how we can better balance our Divine Feminine aspect so that we're not trying to seek that from other people, or we're not blocking our own divine flow. All right, so we'll get 2 cards for each, and then we'll finish off with a clarifier from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer. Okay. So Spirit, please give me 2 cards for the Divine Feminine about how we can help embody and balance our Divine Feminine aspect better. As always, please and thank you. And as always, thank you for showing up to watch these readings, and please hit the little subscribe button at the bottom of this video so that you'll get the updates for when I upload these, because I upload multiple times a day. So, oh, and there go our 2 cards. Give me 1 second. I dropped one of the cards. Okay. Oh, these are good. Okay, so first of all, for my number junkies, we pulled triple 3s for the Divine Feminine. Okay, so there's some really huge divine timing going on right now, and the universe really wants us to know that we're on the right path, and we need to stay as high of a vibration as we emotionally and physically can. Okay, so that means getting good exercise, making sure that we're hydrated properly, taking care of ourselves, and that we're getting adequate sleep. Okay, so these are all really important to maintain our vibrational levels, and we all kind of take for granted our physical bodies. Okay, now we're, just spirits having a human adventure, and we need to remember that our human vehicle for this adventure needs care too. So just like you would take care of your car, you really need to make sure that you're taking care of your body too, because if you don't, it can't take care of you, and that's when accidents happen. Okay, so our first card is the Egg. This is the rune of naming. Okay, now this deck was originally created from runes made by Shekinah Mountain Water, and if you don't know who that is, make sure you look it up. She's pretty interesting. Okay. This is about communicating your truth, naming your truth, stating your truth, and sticking by that truth. Okay. So this is 21, and it's the egg. All right. This is where all of our creation starts. This is the beginning. Okay? The egg. What are you creating? And name it. Write it down. Say it to someone. If you do not say it aloud, the universe will not bring it to you. Whether it's written or stated in your words, the universe will never give you anything that you do not first ask for. And sometimes, yes, the answer is no. But usually later on you realize why the answer was no. Okay? And the 33, which is 6. This is about our home and taking care of ourselves. Okay? Now this can also be about getting stuck in the codependency trap, feminine. Okay? Make sure that you are not using taking care of your family as an excuse to not take care of yourself. Okay, because what's the thing that we always say, but we never ever do? You cannot give from an empty cup, right? Well, guess what? Nobody's going to fill that cup for you but you. So until you maintain your connection with Source and your higher self in here on your own, no one else is going to be able to give that to you. Sometimes that means sucking it up and being a big girl and cheering yourself up. I know that's harsh, but it is what it is. And ultimately, no one else is responsible for you. Just you. Okay? All right, now we're going to switch tacks really quick, and I'm going to see what the Divine Masculine has coming up for this week as far as their spiritual growth goes. All right? So we're going to get 2 cards, please, Spirit, for the Divine Masculine aspects of ourselves. And how can we expand that or balance it to create more harmony in ourselves and in our lives? 2 cards, please. Oh, and there's one that went flying and this one in my hand. Okay, so again, give me 1 second while I get this card. Okay, so oh, good. Okay, so this, we got the 42 Hour of Power card. Okay, so this is the Inner Child card. Okay. And then you also pulled the emotional version of that Inner Child card, which is the 9, or the South Shield. Okay, so this is your protector of this inner child. Okay, this is about figuring out what part of your life that you used to indulge in that brought you joy, that made you feel connected. Or how did you respect this ritual in your life so that your inner protector could kind of take a back seat and just chill, like this wolf is in this picture, just watching. not attacking, not protecting, just watching. Watching this child's ritual of joy. So how can you bring more joy into your life, masculine? This has been a really hard one for you because you've been told by society that you must do. Always. Do. Our masculine half has to be busy all the time. But it's in the things that bring us joy that we get the most accomplished. So how are you neglecting that part of you? And how can you make more time for that? How can you get this inner protector to step up and play with you instead of attacking all the passerby? How do you remember what made you laugh when you were a kid? What made you feel the most grounded in your human form? What brought you down out of your daydream of what you would be when you grew up? I reminded you, hey, I need to remember these times because they're not going to last forever. Because eventually we all have to grow up. But how can you incorporate that ritual of joy that you used to enjoy as a child into your life now? How can you make it something that the grown-up you will also enjoy? You know, it's like turning your love of animals as a child into a career in some way. Or becoming a tour guide for a museum because you fell in love with an art exhibit as a child. You know, just it's the little things. So really think back to what brought back the most sense of happy nostalgia from those times in your life, and how can you bring more of that into your life now? I think is really the message for balancing out our masculine right now, is remembering the joy in the little things that we used to do, like playing in the dirt, you know, rocks. How many of you collected rocks as a kid? Me. How many of you now also collect them as big people? You know? How can you turn that into something that you can do now? And really, really bring that back. All right? So let's pull our card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck and see what this beautiful book by Stephen D. Farmer has to say to us today. Now, about our spirituality. All right? So I just love the art in this too, because it's just stunning. Okay, so we need to get one card for the general. Oh, and there it went real quick. Okay, so this is pretty apt, you guys. So this is going to be really about harnessing our power. Okay? This card's been coming up a lot, you guys, but this is really what we're all going through right now, is harnessing this power. Okay? So I'm going to set this down really quick while I look up the lightning card in this book. And here it is, right here. Okay, so it says, we see power all around us. It's in the mountains, meadows, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature. Yet there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere, such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder, the applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses, and triggers fear and awe. We see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in anticipation of the roar that follows. We naturally seek shelter from the storm, or are grateful that we are already being sheltered. This demonstration of the power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we are not in control of the natural world. When we witness nature's power with open hearts and minds, we see that it is neither destructive nor constructive. It simply is. Okay, now I'm going to get a drink really quick before I read to you what the meaning of this card is. Okay, that was the explanation of the kind of power that lightning can hold. All right? So the explanation of this card that he gives says, the power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good or bad in determining your decisions or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force, and by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is the very force driving the universe. Okay? I can't state any better or any more beautifully what it means to harness the power of your own life. And everyone can do it. You just need to be reminded how. So if you'd like to get a little bit of help with that, I'm offering a deal right now for $75 a week coaching sessions. Okay, so that gives you 2 daily, 1 card, 1 question text messages from me via Facebook Messenger usually, because I can send pictures through there. Or I can also do it via text just through your phone. That also includes a 20-minute motivational call with me, and for a limited time, I'm throwing in a 30-minute personal tarot reading too. I really feel like a lot of people are starting to enter into this process of embodying their spiritual selves. And it really is a lot easier if you can have somebody there to tell you that what you're going through isn't insane, no matter how much it does feel that way. So if you are interested in that, you can hit me up on the website. Those links are in the About section for everything. Also, if you would like to get a personal blessing, you can donate through PayPal for a minimum of $1.11. I can put in a little personal prayer for you once a day. So I thank you guys all for joining me on this trial run on our Transformation Thursday. And I realize this has turned into kind of a long video, but I really wanted to make sure this message got out there. So I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow for Free Card Friday on Facebook. Make sure to find me there. Life is a Magic Mom. Or I'll also be doing the feminine reading here on YouTube Live, and also the weekend report will also be coming out. I'll probably be doing it tomorrow. I think it's going to be easier for me to do it on Fridays than it is for me to do it actually during the weekend. So it gives me a little bit more time with my family. But I love all of you. You have a great day. And I can't wait to see what tomorrow holds.